Pacifico from behind as the real McCoy, JDX, paying homage to one of his idols, LeBron James, with that ceremonial powder throw.
What the hell, Vinny Pacifico? I realize it's your AAW debut, and you're looking for some big-time success. Vinny has been a top prospect on the East Coast for many, many years now. I've called many of his matches in Future of Honor once upon a time. I know this has been a destination for Vinny for a long time, but man, ever since Vinny got here, he's done nothing but complain about his day, about his travel, about the people around him, even his girlfriend, for God's sakes. Vinny Pacifico is determined for a victory, but man, he could be a surly individual sometime. Inflated sense of self, I'd say.
You know, I mean, the thing that's the most perplexing to me about all of that is you're making your AAW debut, arguably the biggest opportunity of your career, as a shotgun dropkick into the corner on JDX. You're making your AAW debut. Why are you in such a bad mood?
Well, I think Vinny feels, as we see a near fall, a bit of a chip on his shoulder. Maybe feels like this is long overdue. Maybe feels like AAW's missed the boat on what Vinny Pacifico brings to the table. You see the mantra on the rear end of Vinny, don't count Vinny out.
Oh.
And that's something he has used as a motivating factor, but certainly something he uses on all of his detractors as well. If you underestimate Vinny Pacifico, sometimes he will strike when you least expect it, and I guess JDX found that out the hard way.
And now JDX paying, he's really paying for it as he eats that chop, but now looking to change the tide in the corner. JDX with a chop of himself. The young man trained at the Nightmare Factory, spending a lot of time underneath QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes.
Well, you know they train him well there. We've seen him pop up a number of times on AAW Dark, and you don't get there without earning it. And we've seen him here a number of times on AAW Live as well, has JDX, and I think every time we see him, he gets better. He gets a better idea of who and what he is as a competitor, stylistically, and there you see quickly, before even a count of one, JDX powers out of Pacifico, almost like a territorial rivalry here, because JDX is proud of his Chicago heritage. Vinny Pacifico, he's an outsider. He's the away team here, and he's looking to prove himself and establish himself, but it's a tough number to draw to face an athlete as determined and focused as JDX.
JDX, honestly, young man, he's still really trying to figure himself out, trying to go back to the well, figure out what works, what doesn't work. How can I ultimately, find myself in the shoes of some of AAW's best? How can I get to where Manders is at, where Yehai's at? How can I get myself to be the upper echelon of AAW? And it starts with victories. It starts with picking up victories here tonight, starting up with a man like Vinny Pacifico.
It's a process, to be sure, as the hook of the leg for two. JDX has only been on the scene about 4 years. He still has a vast career in front of him. And you could sense those pieces come together from an athletic standpoint, from a mental standpoint, a physical standpoint. But Vinny looking to play spoiler, and Vinny can be sneaky. And there you see a powerful punch, and that could do it. No. I've heard reputation, Tyler, over the power that Vinny packs in his punch. And I don't think that was the full-bore wind-up and swing that Vinny likes, but that's a testament to what a physical striker Vinny can be. He is not very tall, but you can see he's very thickly built. He's got a lot of power to his frame.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about, the power of the punch. Men looking to play spoiler. How about Jake Something making a unexpected return at the Independence Day, firmly putting himself in position for a future contention for the AAW Championship?
Well, we know that's something that Jake Something has had on his mind for a number of years now. He wants to complete that resume and capture the top prize, and it's clear to me now more than ever, no one and nothing will stand in the way of Jake Something from reaching the goal he wants in AAW.
Yeah, I mean, you're as motivated as they come right now. He's got everything in his corner. All signs are leading to September 1st at Destination Chicago. We don't even know who's going to be in the house that night.
No, we don't. And I think it's not going to be if, but when for Jake Something. Will it go down September 1st? But we know, Tyler, it's one of those weekends. The entire wrestling world's going to be watching Chicago, and it all kicks off. The Labor Day festivities, that whole weekend kicks off with AAW. No better way to do it in Chicago, and we hope you guys can be here live or join us on Fight TV.
Lunging back elbow by JDX, as now Vinny Pacifico looking to change the tide. JDX changes position, and spinebuster center ring. JDX needs to capitalize here, needs to go for the cover.
He calls this the Chicago crowd.
Oh.
His version of a lion tamer. Check out the knee into the small, the back. Vinny's got nothing to do but tap.
JDX picking up a
At
huge victory
4 minutes,
here tonight.
13 seconds. Your winner by submission, JDX.
I got my eyes on JDX. He's got the pedigree, he's got the training, he's got the intensity, and he's got a big win under his belt here in AAW.